Hi, I am Kelly. Have you ever felt it? That moment, you press the elevator button, and something breathes just behind you. Listen closely. It's already begun. About 6 months ago, my sister and I found a place that felt too good to be true. Cheap, clean, spacious. You know, the kind of deal that almost feels like a trap? Yeah, that kind. It didn't take long before we realized the residents here acted strangely. I often worked late, and every time I came home at night, there she was, a woman who always stood with her back toward me. Her hair was tangled, her long skirt wrinkled like she'd slept in it, arms weighed down with paper bags, and this faint, sour, chemical smell drifting off her. The first night, I forced myself into the elevator with her. I pressed 7. She didn't move, didn't speak, just kept mumbling to herself like she was rehearsing a conversation I wasn't invited to. The second night I saw her, I didn't get in. But when I sent the elevator up and called it again, she was still inside. Same posture, same position, as if she had never left. That was the night I decided stairs were safer. My sister had seen her too. And judging by how many neighbors avoided the elevator, we weren't the only ones. She's not hurting anyone, I kept telling myself. But what if one day she does? Later, the neighbors told me our area had a bit of history, especially the building next door. People never stayed long there because of water incidents. Flooded bathrooms at 3 a.m., toilets flushing on their own, faucets running while the resident was out, rotten, foul-smelling liquid dripping mysteriously from nowhere, drains packed with long hair that didn't belong to anyone living inside. Even the water traps rotted, something that shouldn't be possible unless someone or something was tampering with them. One night, a friend came to stay over. My sister wasn't home. Thankfully, the elevator woman wasn't there that night. But the moment the doors closed, my friend tensed up. Then she whispered, "Hey, you do know this place is haunted, right?" I froze. Turns out, she's the kind of person who sees things. "The walls," she said. "They're covered in black handprints. Not from one person, lots of people. Some of the fingers aren't even complete." That night, half asleep, I felt someone slip into bed behind me and wrap their arms around me tightly. It was her. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I really can't handle it anymore." She had woken up to something sliding out from the thin gap beneath the tatami floor. Not a shadow, not an animal, a person. She shut her eyes, pretended not to see, and whatever it was floated upward and vanished through the ceiling. Then she asked the question I dreaded. Someone died here recently, didn't they? And she was right. 2 weeks earlier, someone upstairs had jumped. Before I could answer, my sister, who had just come home, added, "Oh, downstairs too. The lady below us hanged herself while you were away." Top and bottom, back-to-back deaths. My friend nodded quietly. That explains it. When tragedy happens above and below, a path opens between. And then she said something I still hear in my mind. "You don't have to leave right away, but you shouldn't stay too long." Sometimes the elevator broke, so I had to use the stairs. One night, as I reached the 7th floor, something twitched at the corner of my vision. I looked up the stairwell, toward the 8th floor landing. A shadow was standing there. Not a person, not solid. More like smoke, shaped like a human. Even with the lights on, it was blurry, like it didn't belong in this world. As I stared, the right side of the shadow rose slowly to where its head should be. It saluted. Goosebumps ran across my skin. I didn't know what to do, so I said the only thing I could think of. Good evening, and ran inside. It happened several more times. Always the same gesture. Always the same chill down my spine. My sister. She never saw it. Not once. About a month after moving in, the shoe cabinet started changing on its own. Shoes shifting places. Items rearranged. I thought it was my sister. She thought it was me. One morning, she screamed. I found her collapsed in front of the cabinet.
I reached in for the shoe polish,
She said, shaking.
and something grabbed my hand.
We tore the cabinet apart. Nothing. Just our belongings. We forced ourselves to believe we imagined it. What else could we do? My sister kept yelping at the entryway. Whenever she opened the cabinet, I even teased her. Maybe whatever's in there likes you. And honestly, some nights, the shoes were neatly arranged, in a way neither of us would ever bother doing. So I kept telling myself that whatever lived in there wasn't hostile. One night, I came home late. 2 full trash bags sat by the entrance. My sister wasn't home. If I wanted to sleep in the next day, I'd have to take them out now. It was 2 a.m. The area outside the building was pitch black. No streetlights. Nothing but mountain. I told myself, no one will see me. Just get it over with. The elevator was finally empty. No woman. No friend with psychic vision. Just me. I lifted my foot to step inside, and a scream tore through the lobby. It was so raw, so close. I felt the air vibrate. Another scream followed, even clearer. It was coming from the slit, between the elevator and the wall. Someone was screaming from inside the elevator shaft. I dropped the trash and sprinted back to my apartment, slammed the door, locked everything I could lock. I peeked outside later, but nobody else had come out to check. Not a single neighbor. Eventually, the elevator doors closed and descended on their own. The next morning, I took out the trash like nothing happened. And yes, we're still living there. So tell me, after everything you've heard tonight, would you stay? And which one would you never want to run into? The saluting shadow? The hand in the shoe cabinet? Or the screams inside the elevator? If you enjoyed this story, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who says they don't scare easily. We'll see if that's true. Like the story? Want more creepy tales like this? Hit like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow.